Nuo pastarojo Joano Plazos apsilankimo Kaune prabėgo jau puspenktų metų. Sugrįžęs dirbti į gimtąją Ispaniją, specialistas išlaikė ryšius su Lietuva ir Žalgiriu. Apie tai treneris kalbėjo pokalbio su Žalgiris TV pradžioje.
When I recently depart from Kauno, I keep with a great relationship with Paulius Montejunus and some of the players, even some kind of person of the staff. They keep remaining there, and then we keep in contact with some of them. And then on my computer, I keep the same links from where I living there in Lithuania, and then I keep in contact and knowing almost everything. And even sometimes when I have a chance, not now, but at the beginning when I left Kaunas, I try to help them to find another players or another option, and then we keep in contact a lot.
So that means that Žalgiris still has a place in your heart, I assume?
The first reason is that I cannot say goodbye when I leave. It was quite tough when we finally decided we can continue for salary problems and all this stuff that happened 5 years ago. And then I had no chance to say goodbye to 16,000 persons, and then was really nice, and the club helped me a lot in many aspects. Just 1 year, just one season, but it was my first outside experience in Spain, and was amazing for many reasons, not just because we won Super Cup and also the title of the championship, also because it's the first time in my career that some club stopped to pay me. And then here in Spain, one of the best coaches always said that you cannot consider yourself like a real coach till somebody stops to pay your salaries. And then I live in my skin that situation. I need to take a choice between stay or go away, like some of the players did it. And I decided to stay, and finally it was an incredible experience for me, for my family. I don't know, and it's so stupid to say that, but I think that life gonna give me a chance to return to Lithuania any day, maybe 3 years, in 10 years, or maybe when I'm getting even older than now. But I think that I need to still doing something there.
2012 metais Joanas Plaza gavo pasiūlymą dirbti Kauno Žalgiryje. Iki tol tik Ispanijos klubuose dirbęs krepšinio treneris turėjo gerokai pasverti visus už ir prieš sutikdamas tapti Žalgirio vairininku.
Well, when my ex-agent proposed me to go there, I think that they are really kidding, because Žalgiris is for Spanish persons, especially for the person who lives in Barcelona like me, are one of the biggest clubs at that point. There are European Championship some years before. They are one great item like Sabonis. And then if I had a chance to go there and coach there, one of the biggest clubs in the history, everything happened too fast. I need to confess you that I am a little bit scared, because the previous president is quite strange. And I go by myself. I fly away to Kauno without my agent. Was really strange, because also I asked him to another coaches, really famous coaches, the best coaches in Europe, if I need to take decision to go to Kauno or not. And they tell me better not. No, better not. And I don't trust on them, and I still go in there. I went there, and I remember that at the beginning I thought that maybe I'm mistaken or not, but for everything, because the weather, because the people is quite different than here in Spain, but in a really few weeks everything changed a lot, and was extraordinary year.
Treneriui ir dabar nėra svetima lietuvių kalba. Nors mūsų šalies kalbos ispanas neišmoko, tačiau iki šiol prisimena pagrindinės frazes, o dar dirbdamas Lietuvoje buvo pasiryžęs ir mokytis lietuviškai.
Yeah. Every time that I find some Lithuanian players here in Spain that they play in different teams, in Madrid or in Burgos or in Tenerife, there are some players, and I try to always say it, Labas vakaras, Labas, and I said many words, but not too much for us one regular conversation. But believe me that I proposed to the president and the general manager or the sport director that if they provide me a teacher from the beginning, I promise them to learn Lithuanian but they don't believe me. They don't proposed me to get this Spanish teacher or Lithuanian Spanish teacher, and finally when I did it by myself, and even from the university provide me some books from Spanish.
Really, yeah?
Yes, and I go to university some days, and yeah, was nice.
Iki šiol Žalgiryje rungtyniauja ir Plazos laikais komandoje žaidęs Paulius Jankūnas. Dabartinį Kauno ekipos kapitoną pašnekovas palygino su Madrido Real komandos veteranu ir legenda.
Jankūnas for me is like a Felipe Reyes in Spain, you know. It's this kind of player that they love what they do. Doesn't matter how old are him. It means that he are practicing like a clock. We said here, it means that he practicing really tough. He is always proposing new options. He's open. He's helping the new young guys, the other teammates. It's a clear example about the Lithuanian player. He's honest in everything he does, and he deserves everything he happened. And then I'm really happy to play against him again.
Nors krepšinis pagrindinė Joano Plazos profesija, buvęs Kauno Žalgirio treneris jau yra parašęs 2 knygas. Viena jų buvo pristatyta ir Lietuvoje. Specialisto planuose antrosios knygos vertimas į lietuvių kalbą.
When I begin to the season, from August to June, I sleep very few hours. Sometimes I don't understand how we can manage the next day. It means that I can sleep 4 or 5 hours and could be enough. And then during the night, the most of the cases I preparing new practices, or I saw the videos, and I use it to write just for escape of the basketball, for try to breathe without thinking in basketball for a while. Yes, and when I write, I am able to forget a little bit basketball, and even when I begin to write some years ago, I forced me to read more than usual.
You wrote your second book, which is not yet translated to Lithuanian. Are there plans to translate it in Lithuanian language?
Only 1 month and a half ago, some Lithuanian editor called me for if I want to translate in Lithuanian, and we are on that way. I'm really stressed for this because I want to present the second book in Lithuania when I play against Žalgiris in January. But the translator tell me that it's totally impossible, that she needed almost 3 or 4 months for translate this book, and then till springtime we have no choice to do it. For me, when I write, I spend maybe 5 years for write one book, because for my job I have no more time, and then that the people of Lithuania can understand and can read it. The second book, the first book I think is sold out, and then try to go in there and try to present my second book would be terrific. I remember the presentation of the first book in the amphitheater of Žalgirio arena. It was incredible, because there are music, there are songs of my books, there are some actors who are talking about my books. There are 400 persons in the amphitheater. They're closer to me. Was extraordinary. Was the best presentation that I do it, even in Spain or in Barcelona, where I live.
Unicaja vairininkas tikina, kad dvikova su Žalgiriu negali būti eilinė. Tiesa, labiau nei dvikovos Malagoje, Joanas Plaza laukia Žalgirio ir Unicaja akistatos Kaune, kuomet treneris po beveik 5 metų pertraukos galės sugrįžti į Lietuvos laikinąją sostinę.
No, for me, for sure. But more than tomorrow game, I think will be, if nothing wrong happen, what I could come back to Žalgirio arena. Tomorrow, it's true that they're gonna find many of the staff are resisting there. Some players, only Jankunas are there, but they're gonna find even the Polios are making a great job recovering the team and bringing the team every year better and better. And I'm happy to find them for sure. But for me, will be great the day that I can return to Žalgirio. Žalgirio, for many reasons, was special for me. I was special not just because I discovered another personality. The people of Lithuania are completely different than Spain. I cannot forget that we lose some games. We are competitive, great season competitive. But the people are understanding that even when we lose, they are making at you at the game. It's the first time in my career that you can lose a game competing and the people give you thanks, no? And then also I remember that one of the last days I invited my mother to come to Lithuania and I don't know how, but the crowd are one big flag with my name wrote it in Catalan, something like more than a coach, no? And my mother was there, but I don't pay nobody to do that. It means that they do it by themselves. And then for many reasons to return to Žalgirio, and also the people who work in the office of Žalgirio was really kindly for me. And then if I has a chance, I think that is in January or whatever in January, I will go with time for complain a lot of people, and if I has a present for 16,000 persons, I will do it. You know, it's quite special because I returned to Madrid where I worked 3 years. I returned to Sevilla, and even I returned to Badalona where I born. But the year of Zagis was absolutely, really emotionally in many meanings, in many ways, in many reasons. And then I will go there for stay 1 week. I have no choice. In 5 years, many times when we play reggae, we are close to be on the same group like Zalgiris, but there are no chance. And then if I can return, of course, that day gonna be difficult for me, for sure, at the beginning of the game.